Hello, my friends, my dark children, my snops sipping contemporaries. I'm playing Black Lodge by Anthrax because Angelo Basmanati passed away today. He helped them on this song. So, how are you all? Root beer, schnapps, and everything. Hans, Mark, Eye of Manos. I say it differently this time. How's it going? How are you all? We got a lot to talk about. There's a little something's happened over the weekend. A little something's are gonna happen this week. What's up, Mike? Andrew? Hello. Ron's here. Ron's here. So, and Daniel Piles here, and Russell's here. Hello. Glad you're excited for the video. Tyler's here. Glad to see you all. Are you all happy and proud of yourselves for listening to Beef Daddy? Hello, Phil. Flash. Good eve. You happy? You listen to Beef Daddy? Yes. 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 Mitch. TOD. TOD. Is that like TED? Yes, sir. Good. I'm glad you all listen to Beef Daddy. Did I steer you wrong? I couldn't tell you what it was. I could not tell you. You know what? The camera has moved. No, actually, the shelves have grown. I added a shelf there going this way because I wanted a corner. Hello, Stephanie. Good to see you. Good to say hi to you. David, yes, I think we're allowed to talk about it. That's good to know. I can move it, producer Jill. I just wanted to get more of the corner. And then when I go live, that's what happens. I did it. I cut off the thing. So yeah, I think we are allowed to talk about it. It was shared on Rare King. And I think Jared just wanted to make sure that it wasn't sold, that it wasn't the signed edition. Like now he had 1,400 unsigned editions that he is going to want to move. So he wanted to give the newsletter subscribers a day. And so he said, don't share the link. And I'm not sharing the link technically, but I'm not wearing this shirt for nothing. It's the long walk. It's the long walk. Pantera had a song called Walk. Jason, good to see you. So, and Mark says, Jill doing exceptionally well. She's here for one more week. Oh, glad to hear she's doing well. Mark, good to hear it. David says, this will be my first Stephen King special edition. Really? Well, it is quite the one to get. And you know what's fun? This is fun. Now, I could be wrong. Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. is not here to correct me, so I can get away with any number of misstatements. But Centipede Press started the whole Stephen King special edition craze with Salem's Lot back in like 2004 when I wasn't paying attention. So the fact that you're jumping on with your first special edition for King with a Centipede Press book is kind of appropriate. It's kind of appropriate. Text is covering your face, but at least we could see the books. Text? Really? Jill's text covering my face? I mean, I don't mind. I like it. I like hiding. But you could see the books. Well, that's the important thing. That's why I moved over to the side. You want to see the books. Oh, and by the way, this is my Running Man art print from Nocturnal Reader's Box. I thought it might be good to just put out on display for us to enjoy. Ray Kelly's here. Good evening. Do you also know why Jared picked that title? Also, was not King not fond of Centipede? I don't know why Jared picked that title. I don't know. Jared wanted to do The Shining way back in the day. And King gave it to Subterranean Press and Cemetery Dance and Folio. All did The Shining. Jared never did it. That would be a great book for Centipede to do. as we see here, it's Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman, not Richard Bachman, The Long Walk. I think that's interesting. I just saw there's a 40th anniversary edition coming out from Simon and Schuster for The Running Man, and it does the same thing. Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman. So I don't know why there's a change in the thing. I would say I hope Centipede Press does more of the Bachman books. Obviously, he's not going to do Rage, but he'll do hopefully The Running Man and Roadwork. And wow, what am I forgetting? What am I forgetting? Running Man, Rage, The Long Walk, and Roadwork. Yeah, okay, so it's doing The Long Walk. Yeah, so anyway, let's check with the magic buff bucket. Could you imagine if I sold supplements in a bucket? We could call it the buff bucket because you're going to get buff. No, it's the magic duff bucket because you sit on your duff after you drink what's in it. The duff bucket hasn't been in my unboxing videos as of late. He's semi-retired. So here we go. Got a White Russian because Mitch hasn't sent me my fuel, my gas. Not true. Oh, it was Firestarter. Okay, from Fantasia. All right. Okay. True. That's true. I thought I could get away with it because Stephen Dwayne Nelson Jr. wasn't here, but then I forgot that we got Hans here, and if I would have got away with it too. The first King Limited was Firestarter. Yeah, not anymore, but I'm watching on my TV. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad the text is off of my face. The Long Walk is one of my favorite King novels. Also, I think it'd make an amazing movie. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, The Long Walk. It'd be better than The Running Man. Remember, Arnold Schwarzenegger threw a knife into that one guy, goes, "Stick around." As a Running Man. Oh, dystopian sci-fi was Richard Bachman's, forte. Blaze, Thinner, The Regulars. Yeah, there were 7 Bachman titles. Yes. Rage Along. I was just thinking of the first 4 because my brain wants to see 4 volumes in a slipcase, but he wouldn't do Rage. He wouldn't approve it. So it would be 3. So a set of 3, the very first Bachman books, or at least not the very first was, oh my gosh, I'm stepping all into it. Going to get all my facts wrong. I know Thinner, whatever. I'm messing it all up. Regulators. Yeah, Regulators went to Charnel House. Was the signed copies too high for a non-King signature? I don't know. No, I don't think so, because somebody pointed out what Cemetery Dance charges for their artist editions. I know I paid less for the Stand artist edition, but I think I bought it years ago for $350. Or no, I had it on a discount after that. But I think they actually made copies available for more than $350. I think they went to $375. That's not signed by King. I mean, it's a bigger book, obs. But The Shining was $250, not signed by King. None of CD's Double Day Years books are signed by King, and they charge a lot more for their letters. So that people were making that comparison right away, and I don't think it was too high for a non-King signature because Centipede Press does quality work. And this one, it looks like they load it with art. It's triple signed and it has a slipcase, which is different from most Centipede Press titles. So when Jared goes in on a title, I think it's not a oversized sort of deluxe big one like Haunting of Hill House or Something Wicked This Way Comes. But I do wonder, my radar, my antenna is going off. I think there's more to this book than Jared's already announced. And I don't have any information. I did know it was The Long Walk before the sale went live. And that's why I told everybody to be there. But it's I don't know anything now. I don't have any more information. But I think there's more to this. Is he going to do a deluxe edition that is signed by King? I doubt King would sign 500 copies. But part of me was wondering, did King say I'll do? You could do a special edition, but you can't sell it as a signed edition. But I'll sign it. I don't know. There's just something else. I think there's something else. There's another bit of news that's got a break on this. It just struck me odd. I could be crazy. And yeah, I have been. I have been ill, as has my. Oh, but your beer is heading to you this week. That's fine, Mitch. I didn't mean to guilt trip you. I'll just drink my White Russians. Sorry you're sick and your house is sick. I hope you all get better. I hope you get well. Everybody wish Mitch well. It's your assignment. I think the artist edition price was spot on compared to CD artist editions. Amen, Hans. Yes. Richard Dawson was in that. It was a good movie, but it wasn't the book. It was a Schwarzenegger movie. Dawson was awesome in that. He was a bastard. It was great. I'm still hoping for the Borderland Little Brown Book of getting it. Yeah, well, good luck. The price was too high for me. A slipcase, Bavizin Sig, and a smaller limitation wasn't enough to justify almost 3 times the price. I'm okay with the unsigned for this one. Okay, I mean, that's fine. And, all opinions are yours. I mean, it's all fair everybody has a price. But I do think it's going to be loaded with art. And I think, yes, there's not going to be too much of a difference once you have the book without the dust jacket. That book is just going to be as the same book without the signature sheet as the signed one. So yes, it's half, little less than half the price. So CD artist editions come with slipcases. Yeah, so does The Long Walk. Actually, CD artist edition comes with tray case. When I first seen it, I was like, hell yeah, it's signed. But once I read he didn't sign, I passed. Yeah, I think a lot of people did. Howdy, Jack Smith. Yeah, I mean, you can't be upset if with the $95 trade, it's going to be a stellar book. Oh my God, if it's secretly signed by King, and he did that once, but he would never secretly sign 500. I couldn't see that. Maybe 100. Maybe Jared's going to say after it's, about to be, oh, by the way, or not say anything at all. And maybe 100 are signed. I don't know. Something's crazy. But King did secretly sign Full Throttle, Joe Hill's book, because Stephen King wrote a story with Joe Hill that's in that collection. And the lettered edition he signed. And he told Bill Schaefer, I want to do this. Don't tell anybody about it, and don't bake it into the price, or whatever. He just wanted to do it as a. I don't know why. I could speculate, but he yeah. So, but I don't think he would secretly sign 500. Crazy. I have the oversized Salem's Lot that Jared did in 2004. Signed by King. It is an awesome edition. Yeah. Man, if this was signed by King, that would be amazing. Speaking of doorstops, that number to Magica from Suntup is massive. Yes. Took a chance on the lettered interview with the vampire. Well, good luck. Yes, Magica. Are we talking to Magica now? CD gifts come with a slipcase. Yeah. How odd. I got my Zagava edition and the box contains 2 copies. What? Well, enjoy too. There's a new Folio Society edition of Blood Marine. Yeah, I got it. There's a new one. I have It's over there in the corner. I have their folio Blood Meridian. It's on my channel, but there's a seller on eBay offering the signed Long Walk for $780. I think he's reaching on that. I actually don't. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe he is. If it was signed by King, it'd be like a $1,200 book. A little reach. Hello, Randy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Child Alone is awesome. Is it even sold out? Yeah, it is. The signed one is. Hello. I ate your waffles. I too finished your Child Alone the other day. Fantastic. It is a great book. It is a great book. Yes, the folio Blood Meridian is cloth, or it is a different texture. I want a copy of The Long Road. That's funny. I will say, look at this. So this book, what was this? This later, it was signed by Stephen King. What did it cost? 150, 125? And there's no art. It has 2 dust jackets, a ribbon page marker, and a signature sheet. It was 125. So all Jared was doing was doubling the price and including tons of artwork, a bunch of signatures, not Stephen King's, and a slipcase. If you think about that. And then this was $50 and it wasn't signed by anybody. This is the alternate dust jacket for later. And so again, Jared adds all the art and it charges $95. So it gives you an idea like of what special editions could go for. And it's not crazy, I'll shut that off. It's not crazy. I saw that conversation bubbling up about how the price was a little bit, but I don't think it was too much. I didn't see the film of Dr. Sleep. I didn't like the book all that much. I'm going to read it again, but I didn't really care for it because I just read The Shining to get ready for Dr. Sleep. And Dr. Sleep was no Shining. I felt like, who was it? It was on the debate stage. Somebody compared themselves to JFK. And the one candidate said, I worked with JFK. I know JFK. You, sir, are no JFK. Forgot what it was or who it was, but it was like a massive takedown. I wanted to say that to Dr. Sleep. You are no The Shining. Watch it. Flanagan's awesome. And he's doing The Dark Tower from what I understand. Cheers to that. I need to see that. Dr. Sleep movie is better than Shining movie. I am not going to argue with you because I never saw Dr. Sleep, and The Shining is not the same story as what's in the book. The book is fantastic, and the movie is brilliantly shot, and it's like a dark comedy. It's not the same thing. Shots fired. Yeah. So do you want to talk about a Magica real quick? There's a director's cut of Dr. Sleep that is superior. Yes, I heard that too. Quayle. Yeah, that was Quayle. It was Dan Quayle. Because he was comparing himself in age. Said, I'm young like JFK. And like JFK, I've taken a lot of heat. And like this. And then the vice presidential candidate said, you, sir. Who was that vice presidential candidate? I don't remember. Was he running with Mondale? Oh, man, I don't even know. No. Wow. Oh, anyway, here's a Magica. Look at this big, big baby. All right, hold on. That said, there's a lot of music and sounds used in Dr. Sleep that come from The Shining. Yeah. So Centipede Press, Knowing Darkness, one of the only books I'd never sell. I can't believe the materials used. So this is a Magica. I got this today. I unboxed it. I didn't post the video yet. However, the more I heard shiny music, the more it felt like Dr. Sleep was using shiny music as a crutch. Yeah. All right. So this is a Magica. Look at this book. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, Benson. Okay. Lloyd Benson. Look at this book. Look at it. Look at it. This is the tray case. It is enormous. It's a cigar style. But because the book is so huge, Paul Suntup had to upgrade it with, so it was just going to be a cigar style enclosure, right? Like that. It's going to be like that. Now look away if you don't want to see the improvement. So it opens like that and like that, because that is the only way you can get this behemoth out of the tray case. Look at that. And then, I don't know. No, you know what? No, I'm not. I do an unboxing and I show the book in my unboxing, and that's going to have to suffice, because I have White Russian that I'm drinking. I have two hands here. The book is heavy. I don't have a lot of ledge. I don't need this video to go viral for Doofus Rex, his beautiful book, but that's my Magica. And I love that upgrade tray case. That is, as Mitch says, that is tight. That is tight. Hello, Pizza Giraffe. And then it's got magnets, I believe. Or maybe not. I don't know. But look at it. So just check, wait for that unboxing soon. NSFW. Yeah, it is just just an amazing book. There's no other way around it. And the really crazy thing is, I didn't take the book out. You know what? Give me a second. You know what? Here, I'll put it here. This is my Suntup shelf. The book is easy to handle. You think it's going to weigh a ton and it's going to be cumbersome. You can't turn the pages. You can't definitely read it. No, it's actually pretty light. In the tray case, it's heavy because you have the whole package and it's a bigger thing to grab. But in your hand, it is easy to handle. It's a comfortable book. I don't know how it could feel so light, but it felt light for the size. It's not as light as, say, later. You know what I'm saying. I'll put that there. So yeah, that is, I just can't even believe that book. I thought the artist edition was big. This is almost, it's not double, but it's pretty damn well dwarfs the artist edition. So stay tuned for my unboxing. Like I said, I might post it tomorrow. Also, maybe this is why Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. is not here. Here's Charlie. Feel like I got to clear something up. In my unboxing video of my Charlie, the page count is identical, and it's weird. I don't know how it's so much. It's paper quality. But here is my Charlie, and in the video, I talk about the leather and the quality of the leather. Now, when I unboxed it initially, I took it out and I felt this line on the back before I saw it. And I'm like, oh no, I feel a scratch. This book is damaged. And then I flipped it over and I looked. And it really flavored my impression of the book when I saw it. And, I thought somebody gouged it. And when I reached out to Paul, he looked at the pictures. And when you look at the pictures and when you look close up, you see it's not cut. It's not a separation. It's an indentation, and it looks like it is a natural scar. It's a part of the hide of the animal. It's leather. It's an organic material. And I just want to say that I love that instant savings short. Instant savings. That's funny. Thank you, Russell. And so when I reached out to Paul, and he offered to refund or replace, but he said, but there's nothing wrong with it. He actually discarded a few where they had too many scars. So there's some acceptable, and they kept it to the back of the book. Obviously, you wouldn't want it running down the front. So if there was anything that was like, okay, this is pushing it, this is intolerable, this is unacceptable, Paul Suntup bounced it. And in this case, once I knew it was part of the material and part of it, and not like something that happened after the book was bound and dropped or something. It's not like it's a dinged corner. It's not damage, and it's not misbinding. It's not like it's a defect in the binding and it's going to fall apart. Um, you can make a big s'more with that thing. Yeah. And so when I included that in the video, I didn't have to. I could have kept it all out about the scar once I cleared it up with Paul, because Paul was like, it's not any big deal, but I'll replace it or refund if you want. And I'm like, okay, well, if it's part of the thing, that's fine. And the only reason I included it was if somebody else gets a book like that, if I'm watching and I see that, I'm like, oh, okay. I might still reach out to make sure I'm not getting a defective product. I might still do it because I'm paranoid. Um, but I wouldn't. I'd feel better as a viewer saying, "Oh, okay," and it was a little bit of an education for me to see somebody else who'd gone through it and asked those questions and got some answers and bring them back to me so I can deal with this if it ever comes up later on with Suntup or any other publisher. That's why I left it. But people maybe felt it was a quality issue, and it really wasn't. I thought I was clear about that. I just wanted to take this chance and this opportunity to emphasize that. Actually, I brought the book to producer Jill when I opened it, and she goes, "Oh, I think that's just like a normal part of the material. It's actually not damage." And so Paul confirmed that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she has more experience with these materials than I do. So I was hoping to pass that information along, not trying to cause any waves, any ruffles. Can you show the spine up close? I can't tell if mine is scratched or yeah, you know what? Christopher, yes. Mine has stuff like that too. Up near the top. It's really hard to tell because this quality of light isn't good, but there's something like right there. It's not a scratch. I mean, it's all consistent. So, Christopher, if you do have questions, man, feel free to reach out. But there are a couple of things on my spine that I question as well. But I'm not the one. It's not on my shelf. Your book is not on my shelf, so you have to be okay with it and happy with it. It's cool because some of your book used to be alive, and the scar shows that. That's exactly it. That's a crazy way to think about it, too. I see your Zagava is laying beside you. I read mine today, and it's a good one. Poor old Petty has a rough road in that one. Yeah, no wonder Jill is okay with it. I hear that chicks dig scars. It's funny. Yes. We can move on to Zagava. Oh, yeah. And then I don't know if you guys saw it, but check out my unboxing for Animal Farm. Wow. This is like this is like a numbered edition. I if there were any copies left over, I would tell you guys to gobble them up, and I would probably want another one because that is a numbered edition by Suntup standards, sold as an artist edition. It's incredible. But yes, don't let them get you down came this week, and I did the unboxing. But wow, I would say, wow, that is a thick case. Yeah, it is. It's a thin book. Get the trade edition if you haven't gotten this, the hardcover. Get the trade, and maybe VJ is going to do it. I think Philip Fracassi was looking into getting Jonas to sell a batch to VJ, where then they would tip in a signature sheet in the trade. But it's not expensive. It's 17 euros for the trade paperback. It's going to be high quality. This is beautiful. This is only 199 of these were printed, and it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. So what's the best numbered Suntup in your opinion now that you've gotten some new hotness this week? Oh, the best numbered. Man. It's tough. I mean, maybe Charlie. Maybe Charlie's the best numbered. That's tough because no, it would have to be Blood Meridian. Blood Meridian is still the best numbered. There you go. Hans backs me up on that. Blood Meridian, Blood Meridian, Blood Meridian. Yes. Yep. Yep. But to be clear, I answered before I saw that Hans answered that. Blood Meridian is the best numbered edition from Suntup. And then after that, Exorcist, Neuromancer, Magica, Charlie. I mean, these are exceptional books. I love Exorcist. But they're just incredible. Biblio Mysteries was super cool. The book is understated, but the tray case and the trapdoor thing is a lot of fun and really a nice thing. So Blood Meridian is number 3. Oh, Charlie is the best numbered, but Exorcist is my fave. The Road numbered is the Road's off. I cheaped out and was waiting for the trade paperback, but shots of that hardcover Zagava sure has me questioning that decision. And to think, it was only 52 euros for this. I don't know what the exchange rate is now, but when I bought it, it was right on there. It was like 50 something, and shipping wasn't that expensive. So not expensive at all, and a very small limited print run, a nicely made book, high quality book. Misery numbered. Yeah, I don't have that one, so you need to do a top 5 numbered edition video. I was gonna do a Suntup spotlight video. And I also was going to do a video for each publisher, what I like about that publisher, my favorite books from them, and things like that, and what people can expect. Oh, I might get dozens of views. No problem. No problem. Dozens? Psh, dozens? Yeah, I'm down with the dozens. Dirty dozens. Like maybe even 3 dozen. Well, now you're pushing it. I'd say 2 dozen. 3 dozen? Those are Z-Man numbers. I don't have the first 2 numbered, so I can't compare. Hey, Philip's here. Nice. Philip, good to see you, Philip. We were just talking about Don't Let Them Get You Down. And what a beautiful book this is. And I was relieved to see that the lettered edition sold out. Relieved, because that is a book worthy of getting as a numbered edition. It looks amazing with that die cut cover where you could see the end paper through there. And I want it to sell out. I don't want it to linger. And it was thankfully sold out, because I would have had to get it. I would have had to have. Read Alter last night. No pools for me. Missed the numbered Zagava, so picked up the lettered and trade. You got the lettered. I was just talking about that. You probably helped me out, man. You probably cleared it out right before I went there. Excellent. Having to take down an entire collected author from my shelf to make room for one Suntup. Yeah, it's a beast. And lettered is even bigger. He splits it into 2 volumes, but jeez. I should have bought a letter. Yeah, you should have. I should have. I'm going to regret that. But it's one of those things where it's going to be like, yeah, I regret it. But I'm glad it sold out, and it should have. I should have had one. What am I talking about? I will regret it. I'll just straight up regret it. Zeissings might have a couple. Oh, don't sweat me, man. Oh, Disgustingthroatnoises.com. I wish I could have splurged for the lettered, but too late now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have loved to. Philip just finished Chow Alone and Bravo. Best book I've read in a long. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I mean, there's some books just get universal praise, and that's going to be one of them. I don't know. I haven't gone to Goodreads or whatever, but I haven't seen all the ratings. But damn, the lettered Beneath the Pale Sky from Thunderstorm will be my first lettered. Excuse me. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. First lettered. Oh, well, I should have gotten a lettered. Don't let them get you down. I'm not going to go to Zeissing's. I'm not. I won't do it. I won't do it. Chad Lutsky's here. Chad, you'll be happy to know I'm going to be talking about my TBR. And you know what's on my TBR? You know what? I can talk about it right now. You know what's on my TBR? Right here. Bam. Bam. Right here. The Painted Bird. Painted Bird. Going to read this one shortly. Painted Bird from Jerzy Kosinski. Right now I'm reading Let's Go Play at the Adams. Then I'm going to read this. Then I'm going to read, not this copy, but I'm going to read Boy's Life. So, Chad, you should be happy with both. That I'm going to do two books that you recommended. It's a Chad Lutsky doubleheader. Then I want to read this because this is coming. Guests. This the paperback's coming in January, and I've had this book on my shelf forever. Then I'm going to read Guests. It's the 4 novellas. Then I'm going to read an arc I got from Phil Fracassi that I'm not going to mention. Nice. Hope you dig it. I just finished Knock Me Stiff by Pollock. Knock 'em stiff. Zeissing's does not have it. Oh, good. I can't handle it. I can't even handle it. Getting more right now. I'm tapping out, I'm tapping out. I had to buy a long walk. And then there's a little book coming up on Thursday. I'm going to have to get Suntup book. Suntup, man. Animal Farm, Charlie, Chalk, Magica, and then I think Handmaid's Tale's coming, the numbered edition of that. And this week is a release. Suntup's going crazy, going cray. And he's mailing a ton. A release this week, and then next Monday we're going to see what the first quarter of 23 holds, which will be interesting. You know why I'm drinking a White Russian instead of wine? I learned my lesson. Wine chilled me out. I didn't want to rant. But you know what? I don't feel like ranting tonight. I don't know. Maybe I will. They'll likely have some after they're produced. I know they're Zagava's U.S. distributor, and they get an allotment of all the books. Well, then I might get the trade from them. Was pumped to get the Long Road. You bought the Long Road. Yes. Chiz rant. I don't know. I'm glad I got the Long Walk. Chiz rant. You know what? I can muster something up. It's not going to be a rant. I'm actually going to do a gloat. Can I do a gloat? A chiz gloat? I just want to make sure we talked about some things. Oh, I got to say, when I held that Levidian, the trade edition of King of Shadows, I'm using my chiz mug right now. I need a chiz rant. I don't even have one. Jill, we got to get a chiz mug. We got to get one. We don't even have one. It's sad. It's sad, but it's also, of course, chiz mug. Um, I'm going to do a gloat, but when I was holding the trade edition of King of Shadows, I'm like, this is where Cemetery Dance went, and it's interesting because it felt like their edition of like their signed edition of the Mailman and whatever, and it just felt like this is where their books, their limited editions went. I gotta say, I think Brian James Freeman is probably like, wow, I jumped off that burning ship. And who, I don't know what they're doing. What a mess. It's a mess. I hope they get out whatever they can get out, but he's done. Like, I mean, that is just so great, even after all that email spam. He didn't win the Goodreads. Yeah, so that's the gloat, man. He lost to this book, Hidden Pictures. And he actually came in fourth behind this book, which won. And this book, What Moves the Dead. So now these are my anti-chiz pills. I take 2 of these and I can laugh and laugh. I'll read these and I'll laugh. I never read either one, but they are now on my TBR. But they're going to be behind that secret Fracassi book. But that I laughed. I got giddy. Oh, and then I saw Paul Michael Caine. He's such a great guy, awesome guy. Love Paul Michael Caine. I will never say a bad word about Paul Michael Caine, but he works closely with Chizmar, and it breaks my heart. It's like an angel working for the devil. It's a stupid thing, but PMK, Lord Caine, is such a saint, a great guy through and through. And then you got Chizmar, who's just like, he's a scumbag now, right? Well, I should say that. He does scummy things. Yeah, you shouldn't call somebody a scumbag, but he does things I don't like. Anyway, and Paul Michael Caine did an amazing rebound of Chasing the Boogeyman. And he has a facsimile signature from Richard Chizmar right on the cover. And like, why? Why for him? Why give him this legitimacy? Why do that good work? Why not rebind Don't Let Them Get You Down? How about I give you a trade paperback of that and you rebind it? How about Child Alone with Strangers? Or a Chad Lutsky title like Cannibal Creator? That'd be cool. Or Skullface Boy, which would be, man, I don't want to say I cried, so I won't. But it just irks me. It's like seeing the the beautiful, kind girl dating the jerk who abuses her. It's like, what are you, stupid? Yeah, you're stupid, but you deserve better than this jerk. That's why I want to tell Paul Michael Caine that Boogeyman case. I thought it was a rebind. Ugh. Here's seed for a rant. No. What's this? Dan Franklin posted this. We are looking to print the entirety of the Fall Grab Bag 2018 all at once, but we have not currently sent the items to the printers. Yeah, 2018. You know what? I thought it was a forthcoming grab bag, but a Fall Grab Bag 2018 is. I have a book club from 2016. It's 6 books, forthcoming book club, 6 books promised to me. I got 3 of them. One of them was Dog Days O Summer, which was a dog. And what were the other ones? Like from 2016. They haven't even done these books. I'm still waiting on Turn Down the Light from 2013. That's just what? I mean, you can't even joke. It's like, and they're still, they have the balls to show a Pet Cemetery arc. And you know why they do that? Because they try to get people to continue to purchase and have faith. They continue, and at the same time, they're doing the eBay auctions because they need an influx of real cash. You can't pay off loans. You can't pay salaries. You can't keep the lights on with expectations. They need real money. So when they need real money, they do the eBay auctions. And then when they need to instill more confidence in the customer base so they don't withdraw all their money, like this is It's a Wonderful Life, and crush the credit union, then they want to then they put something out like, yes, oh, we're right around the corner on something. Yeah, but the corner is like 5 miles away. And in between here are 4 miles of lava. I saw someone else post their grab bag and they got some Chadbourne signed print I did not get. So I whined in the Friends of Cemetery Dance group. Then I found the artwork still in my box on the bottom. Doesn't pay to be mad. Doesn't pay to be mad, Hans. I feel that way about PMK as well. But the Chiz is giving him a lot of work. Yes. So, yeah, if the devil paid me to do marketing for him and he paid me well, yeah, guess what? I'd be telling you all about the devil. So yes. Oh man, I've gotten to get some Lutsky in my life. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, man. It's like I love that it's a mood read, You gotta be ready. And it's just such a different vibe. And it's such a welcome vibe. It's a chill, resigned, lonely vibe, but it's great. Great stuff. Except for Cannibal Creator. Where the hell that come from, Chad? Cannibal Creator. That was fun. That was good. That was really good. Nasty. Sidebar, the new background slaps. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad it slaps. I'm gonna do a bookshelf tour. But yeah, I wanted to get a corner thing going. So I bought another bookshelf and then I slid all these other 3 down because I didn't have enough room on the wall. But I like getting that corner thing going. I like it. Might do more with it. Might figure more out. I forgive the Chiz. That's good. You're a better person than I am. I can't forgive. Can't move on, Hans. I can't. There's another 6-volume set from CD that includes a Jeff Strand volume. Yeah, the Signature series. And it's sort of best new horror author package. Some are printed and done, ready to ship, but CD won't ship until all 6 books. I canceled my Jeff Strand one. I canceled that. Skullface Boy is soon for me. That's a good one. Just check it out. Yeah. I had the Jeff Strand one and I canceled it because I'm just like, I don't want the Signature series anymore. I also opted out of my Graveyard editions except for one. That was the Head Full of Ghosts one. I kept that. But yeah, it's just tiring. Am I the only one who's getting tired? I ordered Skullface Boy off Amazon yesterday. You're looking forward to a great read. Chad knows exactly how to write a cool book, man. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And I like that. So once you have an author pegged and you it's like visiting, you feel that you can just get a what to expect. Like Fracassi, Thomas Oldehuvel, Chad Lutsky. These are all standard off, like they are givens. And like they're the vowels or they're the letters on Wheel of Fortune, RNSTLE, whatever it was. They're the givens. It's a guarantee. You got the Beef Daddy guarantee, thumbs up guarantee. Want a guaranteed read? Ask Beef Daddy for the guaranteed read. Jill, we need to design an intruder. We need to design an intruder, like a little starburst thing. Then when I say the Beef Daddy guarantee, a little thing goes bink. She loves when she did marketing. When she did design, she's like, "Can I get an intruder on this?" Always. Can it be foil? The foilier, the bigger. Sometimes she wanted to do a whole cover where it was just an intruder. Oh, no Irish goodbye tonight. I'm going to split. Have a great week. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Sorry you have to go, Philip. What's up, Logan? Cannibal Creator is my worst. But thanks. I don't know where that. It wasn't your worst. It was different. It wasn't your worst. Do you really feel that way? I thought it was awesome. It was cool. It was like if Chad Lutsky wrote a Jack Ketchum novel. It seriously, it had a lot of that brutality, but also a bit of a dystopian sci-fi element. Very cool book. Was it not your worst? I don't know if you're being serious or not, because that's nonsense. Now just need some Lutsky signed copies. Yeah, good luck with that. You got to go to Thunderstorm. I forgive the Chiz because despite all those things, he has done more for horror. Chiz helped make horror fiction relevant. Yeah, Cemetery Dance Magazine. That's fine. That's fine. Read a few pages of The Passenger. Let the wondering begin. Where is McCarthy taking me? I'm getting those in the mail soon. Both. The Passenger and Stella Maris. Jack Ketchum, count me in. It's like, yes, it's Lutsky's take on Ketchum. Thought over Slow Burn on Riverside for a week. One of my favorites. Yeah, that's a good one. That's another great one because of that end. Just started Passenger 2 right before this live. I gotta read it. I offer signed copies if I got them on me. I have copies of my new collection signed still. Spinal Remains. Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to buy them direct then. Chad, I'm gonna have to buy them direct. I know where you are. I'm gonna have to buy them. But I did get one signed, so I'm just saying, like, yes. Somebody's got to hit Chad up and buy him from Chad Lutsky. He's on Instagram. He's on the grams. So what else? What else we got? What else we got to talk about? Phil Fricassi's got a Spanish Altar out there. Did that sell out yet? The Spanish language edition of Altar. Yes, Chad, we're going to have to buy from you now. You're going to have to tell everybody where to go. We're selling some. Was going to say, I already sent you a signed Spinal Remains. I thought, yeah, you did. So I can't complain. I'd like to, because nowadays, if you're a victim and you complain, you get some sort of compensation for it. So it pays to be a victim. Squeaky wheel. Yes, you sent me Spinal Remains. I haven't read it yet. That needs to be on my TBR. You're reminding me of all these books that need to be on my TBR. I've had guests on my TBR longer than Spinal Remains. But damn it. Here, how about this, Chad? Would you rather I read Spinal Remains or The Painted Bird? I got to read Painted Bird. You talked about that too much. Nice to see Handy in front row seat in the back shelf there. Handy's got to make a good comeback. I don't know if he will. Handy. He might. He could make a future appearance. Getting stared down by one of my employees. My IT guy. My IT. Literally IT. Literally. It's the funny. It's the funny's right there in your face. Okay. Weren't you reading 11/22/63? About that. I did start it. I didn't start it. I saw it. I got to read it. I will read it. I will. But I'm a mood reader. So, like, I got to read. I got to be in the mood. And everybody's telling me it's going to be awesome. That might be a January read now. It was sitting there. Oh, okay. So yes, I gotta put it on there again. I had it, and then I was like, Let's Go Play at the Adams just showed up. And Let's Go Play at the Adams has been one that I've wanted to read forever. And here it was, the Centipede Press edition, one of the best reading experiences you can have as a reader. Literally, the page design is amazing. So, like 11:22, let's go play. 11, let's go. And I just said, screw it. I'm gonna do what Beef Daddy. The heart wants what it wants. So I did it. I read it. I'm reading it. I'm almost done. I'll do a review on it. And yes, when I read 11:22:63, I'm going to say, you jerk, what took you so long? Everybody was telling you this is just as good as everybody said. Yes, I know. I just didn't. I got weak. Z-Man said it might be his Top King book. That might have contributed a little bit, Mitch. That might have been a factor in me saying, not today, Satan. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we need to use reverse psychology here. Don't read. It's like a Bentley Little book. Oh, speaking of Bentley Little, he's got a new one with a cover designed by your man, Keelan Patrick Burke, called DMV. And now, this is the obvious stupidity that Bentley Little has been shooting for all these years. Finally, he's arrived at the DMV. This is what I might want to read. I might actually want to read DMV. Maybe that will be a book club book. We're going to do a book club on this channel. People can opt in for a nominal fee. And you can read with me, and we'll have check-ins, and then I will try to interview the author of the book with that book club present. That'll be the goal. So I don't think Bentley Little would do that, but maybe DMV is the first one, because that was the first time I actually honestly, objectively thought, hey, maybe, like, it's the beginning of all bad ideas. Like the store I got because it was like free, and I was shamed into it by one Ron Clinton shamed me into it. So I did it. But and I didn't want to do it, but he's saying do it, and I did it. Because if you know anything about male psychology, we can't resist the dare, So, like, he's like, I dare you. And I'm like, yeah, screw you, man. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, screw you. All right, fine. And then I ordered it. But DMV 11:22:63 has a cameo from Chasing the Boogeyman. Not his best. That's funny. All hail Z-Man. Oh, reverse psychology. That's great. Almost done. Let's go play at the Atom is about 35 pages long. You know what? I'm a slow reader, okay? I'm a slow reader. And it is a very quick read. It is. I'll be done with it this week. And then I'll do a review. And I can move on with my life. I will say the book reads like The Collector. There are a lot of similarities to The Collector, which is a great book. I loved it. But this doesn't quite get to the level of The Collector. As far as is the brilliance of The Collector, doesn't quite get there. I'm waiting to see how it turns out. But it's more an examination of, it's like a dissection of what people would do in this extreme situation. There's a coldness to Let's Go Play at the Atoms that might get visceral toward the end. It might change. There might be a difference of tone, but right now it feels very clinical. In fact, one horrific thing happened in the book, and the main character isn't even processing it the way I think she should. The captive isn't processing it the way I think she should. And I don't know what to think of that. I'll save my opinions for the review, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I was a little surprised. I'm like, there's a crazy missed opportunity here to create real tension and disgust and terror to really delve into what this character should be feeling about the events that just happened, unless it's shock and she's numb to it. I don't know. So anyway, hilarious about DMV. I'm a little fan, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, but no, I think if you're gonna go absurd, just go there already. Don't try to poo in my tortilla and tell me it's a burrito. Just crap and tell me it's crap and you're proud of the crap. Be proud of it. Don't, if you're going to be crazy and stupid, go all in on crazy and stupid. I have more respect for that. So yeah, go DMV. Go to the DMV, the most ridiculed office in all of bureaucracy is the DMV. It is the standard. It is the poster child of poster children. It is what everybody puts their finger on and says, this is what my taxes are wasted on. It's the butt of every joke, and Bentley Little is finally going to the DMV. Good on him. The mailman. The mailman. The store. All these are very vanilla. They're not loaded with anything. Oh, the mailman. Well, maybe he's a peeping Tom too. I don't know. There's can be a lot there, but there's no baggage attached to it. The policy. Oh, it sounds very the associate. The bank. Yeah, these are all boring places that aren't really scary. But the DMV, it's vanilla, but it's also where humanity goes to wither. And so that's brilliant. I'm down for that. Nothing scarier than real DMV. DMV has to be the best seller. It has to be. Jeff needs 30 minutes to read a fortune cookie. I think so. That is not an exaggeration. That has to edit the cookie opening for YouTube. Oh, yes. No, I'm a slow reader. Oh, if you feel that way, just wait. You may enjoy the end. Huh, really? I mean, it ramps up. It's getting there. But like I said, it's a sterile examination. And I have a prediction of what I think is going to happen. And I hope my prediction comes true. That I would like it more. And then the tone would make sense. The tone of the book. I don't know. I'll see. The DMV. We talked about the DMV. We talked about the long walk. We talked about the Charlie scar. We showed you Magica and the new Suntup books. Levidian. I told you about that. Holding that book was like Richard Chismar lost. I just read that in my notes. He lost to Hidden Pictures and What Moves the Dead. Oh, it was nominated. Gwendy's Final Task. Final Task. Finished Bats Out of Hell and thought it was pretty good. Huh. I got to read The Gas too. I didn't get Bats Out of Hell. I opted for The Alligator. That's the other one, Alligator. It's another one I need to read. Alligator, my cipher, the cipher I want to read. Echoproxia I want to read. In fact, I was looking at all my centipedes. I'm like, I might just have a centipede reading streak. It starts with Let's Go Play at the Adams, but I got to read Painted Bird and Boy's Life, because when I met with Robert McCammon, when he gave that talk and he talked about Boy's Life, that instantly put it on the TBR. Is there going to be another Centipede title Sunday? I don't know. Oh, I loved how Jared handled his newsletter too. He didn't even mess around. He's like, nobody's going to even care what I have to say. They're going to see the long walk and they're just going to go smash that button. They're going to destroy it. Now, I don't like how it's been handled because it looks like the title is still available. It doesn't say out of print. He's letting PayPal do inventory control. I got my emails from him saying that the book went through. I was really terrified that he oversold or something. And a lot of buzz was going around. A lot of people were saying that on social media, that it's like, um, because he didn't take that button down. It didn't say out of print. He's got to, that if you go to the page now, both buttons are active. But if you click on the signed edition, it'll either tell you, PayPal will either tell you that's sold out, or it'll just dump an unsigned edition in your cart, which is tricky. I'd rather them say it's sold out, because so yeah, that's not what I would recommend. Especially it's a tease. You think, oh my gosh, I'm here. And I hope he adjusts that as soon as possible. And I don't think I'm not supposed to talk about the long walk. It's not available. If you don't have a link, I'm sorry, I can't get it to you. But if you're on the Rare King page, which has got like, I don't know how many thousands of people, then you've seen it already. I'm sure you could get it if you needed it. Is there going to, okay, I thought they got fourth, 3 books in front. You thought they got fourth? 3 books in front? Oh, yeah. Well, I might just shove all the Centipede Press books in front. I don't know. But I got to read Painted Bird and Boy's Life and Guests. Then I was like, Hidden Pictures, maybe What Moves the Dead, but just as gleeful, gloating reads to laugh at our poor, disheartened Richard Chismar. I should probably reread Boy's Life too, Jeff. It's been what, like 30 years? Yeah. All I recall now is that a very special reading experience. That's my recall too. I don't remember any of the story. And then I'm like, did I read that and Gone South, or did I read Gone South but not Boy's Life? Did I ever read Gone? Like, what did I read all that time ago when he was going by Robert R. McCammon? Now he's just Robert McCammon. He dropped the R. I'm hoping Joe Lansdale drops the R as well. Just goes by Mojo Joe. Boy's Life is one that feels like magic from the start and stays that way years later. Oh, damn it, I got to read it. See, I'm going to read Painted Bird after Let's Go Play at the Adams, and then Boy's Life. And I don't know if I'm going to read the paperback. I mean, this is the paperback I've had for years and years, and it's in good condition because I took care of it, actually. Or the hardcover that I had him sign. I don't know. The speed I read, better take it easy. I better take it easy. Take it easy! What else do I have to talk about? My TBR. We talked about Later versus the Long Walk. Oh, Dark Regions Press. I'm a little pissed at them, but also not pissed. Check this out. I've gotten notifications from some people, excuse me, that Dark Regions Press is going to do Spin a Black Yarn. Yeah, you heard it. I met Gwendy, got fourth. Oh, yes. The Hacienda was also yeah. It did. It got fourth. It got beat out by those two and the Hacienda. Yep. Okay. There's power in the arm, man. Dean R. Koontz, Robert McCammon, Joe Lansdale, George R. Mark, yeah. Chad R. Lutsky. I dare you to do it. You know what? When we do our podcast, Nightmares and Manscapes, you could do, this is my you'll say, I'm Chad R. Lutsky, and this is my co-host, Harry Terry. And then we talk about male care products and how you need to shave your chest if you ever want to do MMA. Because every guy wants to do MMA. Every guy. I think McCammon dropped the R when he wrote Speaks a Night Bird. Yeah. That's where I noticed it too. I didn't know if still haven't got my SST Moonlake from DRP yet. Yeah. Well, anyway, they're doing Spin a Black Yarn, and they notified everybody that bought Mallory. Well, you know who bought Mallory and didn't get an email? This guy. I got a lettered Mallory coming to me at some point, and they didn't notify me that I could get Spin a Black Yarn. And so you know what I did? I didn't email anybody. I'm like, oh, you don't want my business? Fine. You don't want my business, Chris? I wasn't really that mad. But I also thought, man, I can't right now. It's probably going to be the same as on the Day of the Pig, the lettered edition that producer Jill would never let me buy. I think even if it was $20, she would say nope. Just out of spite. Nope. But Jill, it's a $750 book. I can get it for $20. Nope. No. Walk straight into traffic. That's what she tells me all the time. It's like her little fun phrase for me. Good morning. Why don't you go walk straight into traffic? You have squandered your R potential, Harry Terry. Yeah, it is HAI. Had I not gotten a discount, I'd probably just ask for a refund and order direct from SST. Yeah. That's crazy. Why? What's the holdup? Did you email them? Jeff, they probably gave you email to me. They said I ordered their Mallory, but I didn't. Oh, I won't buy from a DRP again. I'll get their next must-have from Camelot. No faith. They're kind of like a Cemetery Dance, but I was a little mad. I'm like, I ordered through their Kickstarter, their Indiegogo, long 2018, and a lot of people said I didn't get an email and I ordered from their Indiegogo, and they're like, just email them and they'll set it right to you. But I'm like, you know what? I'm too bitter. I'm not going to do that. And what are they charging for? And is there anything added to this edition other than a signature and nice materials? I just want to know. I got the email and ordered the book. Always order from SST. Their shipping is very reasonable. Yeah. I agree. Camelot is good to deal with. Love them. Yeah. Also done with DRP once I get my last couple of books, which seems like never. Yeah. DRP keeps giving me the same excuse. Something happening to the shipping pallet. No way. Man. Wow. That's a shame because that's a book they don't have to pay a publisher or a printer to release. They don't need to buy materials. It's coming from SST. If they took your money for it, they should have that book for you. It's coming from yeah, so I don't know. What's anybody want to tell me what's in Spin a Black Yarn that's new and improved or different? Like I said, other than a signature, is there a new introduction? Is there a bonus story? Because yes, I will want Spin a Black Yarn, but I don't think I'm going to want it from Dark Regions, especially if they're not going to email me. I'm scornful that way. So, what else did I have to talk about? I saw a movie called Better Watch Out. Have you guys seen this movie? It's a movie you could watch the first half of this movie with no sound and you will miss nothing. You'll understand what's going on. You'll get the gist. Cuz I'm deaf in this ear and I can't hear out of this one. And my family, like my children must have super senses because my son has like his brightness setting on his iPhone is at the very first. It's like 1. It's a brightness setting of 1. And he could see things clearly. And I'm like, can you increase the what are you, blind? And he raises it to 2. And then he shields his eyes. I mean, they're like vampires. And then the TV, the volume's at like 3. And I'm like, I can't hear what's going on. And he clicks it to 4. So, but this movie was one I didn't care because I couldn't hear it. And it was quiet. And I'm like, I don't need to hear this. And I still understood it. But then the second half actually gets interesting. It goes to an interesting place. It doesn't quite redeem the first half. They should have been better about the first half of the movie, but it's interesting. And for that novelty of it, I would give it 3 stars. I'd give it 5 stars if it was better acted and better done in the first half. Y'all probably talked about it last week, but go watch Violent Night, a fun movie for sure. Mine goes to 11. One louder. One louder. My kids, man, they just I just said, he said go watch Violent Night. I didn't see it. What do you I'm getting comments, live quality comments. Yes, I would like to watch Violent Night. Maybe me and Ian will. It was Ian's idea to watch Better Watch Out. And for the first half of the movie, I said they should change the name of this movie to Better Watch Something Else. My daughter was disappointed at the very end of it. The very, very end, the last second of it. Because up until that point, she's like, well, at least this happened. And then they took the one little victory away from her, and it was a total loss. She was inconsolable. Violent Night was so much fun. Oh, I got to see it, Jill. She won't let me. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe we'll see it. Wife even liked it, but we both love David Harbour. Yeah, he's in Stranger Things. My producer Joe wouldn't let me see that either. You wouldn't let me see it. I watched it anyway. Oh, they're asking you to let me see Violent Night. This is what I got to let you guys do. I got to say it on the lives. I got to ask for you guys to tell producer Jill to let me get Spin a Black Yarn. Let me get On This the Day of the Pig lettered edition. You guys got to do that for me. I give you hours of blather. Hours. So many hours. Yes. So what else? Better Watch Out. So I don't know if I recommend it. I kind of thought Hans would come in and say, yeah, I've seen that movie. And then he'd name everybody in the credits and who did the music and who wrote it and what it was based on in real life and all kinds of stuff because but he didn't say he saw it. Did you see it, Hans? Better Watch Out. Because me and the family were watching all Jill, let him read 11/22/63. I will read it. Okay. I will put it back on the TBR near the top. I will read it. Peer pressure. You should say, I dare you to read it. And then I'll have to. I like Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. All right. I remember the first one. I saw it once ages ago. Axes and heads and things like that. But not Silent Night, Deadly Night 1, just 2. Well, the first one had an interesting premise. The guy saw somebody die, get butchered on Christmas night, and so then he becomes a killer. I dare you not to read. Oh, you dare me to not read it? Well, I won't read it. Christmas Evil was a great one. Yeah, well, we've been watching Christmas movies. We watched Die Hard, which did not age well. Jill wanted to punch the smirk off of Bruce Willis's smirk. And then one night Ian's like, hey, let's watch this one. We're like, sure, whatever. We were extremely drunk at that point, so we didn't care. There was a fire going in the kitchen. So he put it on and yeah, like I said, it turned out pretty good. Oh, my daughter's gonna give me hell when she sees me for saying that. Or maybe not. Maybe she'll just go, whatever. Whatever. My favorite Christmas movie is Dario Argento's classic, Profondo Rosso, a.k.a. Deep Red, The Hatchet Murders. Merry Christmas, Hatchet Murders. That's so nice. Nothing like gathering the family around a good hatchet murder. I do want to get to this before I go. Does anybody want to sign a Jane Seymour book? This was in the house. The sellers left it here. They left a number of items here. And I was in the process of throwing it out when I opened it up. And what did I see? What to my wondering eye should appear but a signature from Jane Seymour. So then I looked it up on eBay and I saw a copy sold for $50. So guess what? You guys want to buy it? Krampus is the best. We looked for it. We couldn't find it on any streaming services we're currently paying for. So Classic Jeff always has a knack for finding. I don't know how, but Jane Seymour, making yourself at home. Signed. It's either that or we're going to use it in our wood-burning stove. Better than a Bentley Little book, I bet. So, you guys get first dibs. Also, check out Tales from the Crypt movie from 1972 with Joan Collins being terrorized by a maniac in a Santa suit. My kids loved Krampus. I guess Jeff saw a sign. I saw a sign. You still haven't said if you've seen. Have you seen Better Watch Out, Hans? Kindling. Well, I'm going to try to sell it to somebody. You know what's nice is the dust jacket's all banged up real bad. But you know what? How you get around that? Printed boards. Oh, this is a class act publication, man. Make yourself at home. She just shows pictures of her family so you can just wallow in the pity, I guess. Oh, Russell loves Krampus. Rabid with Marilyn Chambers takes place at Christmas. So if that, following the Die Hard principle, that then becomes a Christmas movie. Rabid. Where can we see it, Jill? Rabid? It's a very old movie. I think when I think of Rabid, I think of I Spit on Your Grave. That's what I think of. That is a David Cronenberg film. Rabid is? Wow. Well, we're going to have to try to find it, Jill. We're going to have to try to find Krampus and Rabid. Even though, Jill, you know, somebody in this house is terrified of rabies. So we're going to have to be very careful. Cronenberg. It's not horrible. That is a glowing mark. If I ever write a book, I could only pray that I would get a Mark Kennefic quote blurb on the back that says, it's not horrible. That then I know I've made it and I can just roll myself up in a big ball and die. Is that fatal, rolling yourself up in a big ball? Is that fatal? Sinatra claims it was. Rabid is fun because halfway through the movie, it turns into a Night of the Living Dead situation where people become rabid and bite. Soon the entire city is overrun with green goo spewing maniac. That sounds like fun. Maniacs. Sounds like my weekend being sick. Oh, that's horrible. Sorry. Well, I'm going to assume Hans doesn't want to answer my question. He's like Karine Jean-Pierre and I am Peter Ducey. And I'm asking him, has this administration seen Better Watch Out? And he's avoiding it. That's okay. I don't want you to. I don't want. I would like to say better watch out. I don't know if I seen it. All right. Well, you should see it. It's and let me know what you think. I value your opinion on movies and books and etc. But now I feel like I've oversold it. Made too much of a deal out of it. It had a creepy vibe. This is what Jill would say if she ever dared get in front of the microphone. If she likes throwing comments from the other, not even in the same room. And then she's going to walk by and stare in 5 minutes. Currently on Shutter if you want to watch. Oh, really? We saw, what did we see it on? Plex. Saw it on Plex. Thank you. I value your opinion as well. And that of producer Jill. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I got to say, I will say, for a movie, for me to start out hating the movie, hating it, like wondering why did we commit to this, but also hate watching because there's fun in that, and we were doing that, all of us. We were riffing on it, like riff tracks, like Mystery Science Theater. So that was enjoyable, but then to turn around and sort of redeem, that's almost like that's a hard thing to do. Really, really hard thing to do. Yes, go in blind. Don't listen to him. The movie was bad. You would hate Santa Jaws. I might like it. It's about a shark wearing a Santa hat eating people. Oh, that's great. That's great. No, that I can get behind that. So, because that is somebody, if that's true, if that's a true movie and not something you just made up, now I'm thinking you're pulling my leg. But if that was something that actually was made, and you're speaking true about both Santa Jaws and Santa Claus, then I respect that more because you just went for the crazy. You're like, screw it. We're going all in on stupid. They are real. Oh man. I'm going in all in stupid. We're in our lane. We're in the stupid lane. We're not going to try to be clever. We're not going to try to be anything else. And we're going to put that pedal all the way down to the floor. And we're going to break the sound barrier of stupid. Is what? Oh, yes. I've seen so many bad Christmas movies. I had a bad movie club. Yes. Tonight's movie is Bad Santa because someone in the group said they had not seen it yet. Okay. Santa Jaws is free on demand Comcast, Jill. So guess what? Which is your favorite? A Christmas Carol adaptation? Mine's between the 51 version with Alistair Sim or the Mr. Magoo one. Oh, the Mr. Magoo one, Jill. I don't know. I have to go for that one. I think we like the George C. Scott one. I don't know. But we do like the 51 one. I don't know. We're all over the place here. Okay. I'm getting notices from people helping me out with spin a black yarn, so that's good. Um, it's almost as bad as Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. Oh man, that's a Riff Tracks movie. That's great. See, now the sickness is spreading. For the love of God, do not watch Santa Jaws. I gotta see it. I would see that. That to me is like Bentley Little's DMV. Go for it. We saw the Santa Claus. What a bad movie that was. That Tim Allen vehicle. That's what they say. It's a Tim Allen vehicle. What a bad movie. But we're itching to see Santa Claus 2. And then probably Christmas Day, because it's a sacred day, Santa Claus 3 with Martin Short, no less. Martin Short, Ed Grimley, Jiminy Glick fame. Yes. Santa Jaws is better than Sharkula. Oh man, I could just we're gonna get lost in this. I think the rabbit hole is a vortex to another universe. Challenge accepted. Oh, now we're see. This is how boys act, Jill. Somebody's like, "Yeah, I see you're evil dead, and I raise you a dead alive." And somebody's like, "Challenge accepted with gates of hell," and then it's all just intestines getting pulled out. That's how it happens. Now there is a Santa Claus series. Yeah, there is a Santa Claus series with Tim Allen, the Santa Claus, where it's like they had a pun, and then they said, "Boom, we're gonna go ahead and make a movie about a pun, and not really think beyond that." I don't know what's next from Centipede. I think they close up shop because they've now achieved perfection. No, I don't know. Dune Messiah, maybe? I don't know. Gates of Hell was the US title of City of the Living Dead. Yes. That priest kills himself and opens the gates of hell because no priest has ever killed themselves. Oh, a TV series? Oh, Santa Claus series. Okay, not a series of movies. Really? With Tim Allen? I thought he was canceled. Wow. That's cool. It can't be good, though. The source material was not good. I think his daughter acts in it with him. Okay. White Russian's almost out, so I'm going to have to go. That's it. Bad Santa. Yeah, so that's probably gonna wrap me up tonight. I don't know what's next for Centipede. He didn't waste any time with his newsletter. He's like, boom, go get the long walk, and I'll see you in a week, because he knew he had a headache ahead of him. That sale was gonna happen, and everybody's gonna talk and email him. I know I emailed him. I'm sure everybody did. And then he had to arrange orders and all that sort of stuff. I gave him number requests. I gave him 3 different numbers. He's like, no, no, and no. So I don't know what number I'm going to get, but that's okay. It's okay. Everyone, yes, please all do enjoy your week. Thank you for being here. Happy holidays. Now scram. Yes, I will be. Yes, next week is the week before Christmas. I'm still going to do a live. And I'll do a live the day after Christmas. Show you what Santa brought me. And then the week after that. Well, I don't know about the week after that. It's New Year's Day. Do I do one on New Year's Day? I don't know. I don't know what is anymore. Maybe it's not New Year's Day. I don't know. I'll probably just do this for another hour. Okay, we're gonna go watch Violent Night. So take it easy. New Year's Eve is my birthday. Well, happy birthday, Philip Fracassi. 23 is gonna be another. It's like the year Fracassi launched, and that's kind of an exact. I mean, Fracassi's been around for a while, but the year you really launched, and 23 is gonna be the year you hit orbit, man. Boom. No lie. No lie, Philip Fracassi. He'll be 35 years old, Philip will. Man, there's no humor in that stare. Okay, Jill. Okay, I'm leaving. All right. Good night, Russell. Good night, Mike, Philip. That's a lie, but I identify as 35. I know it's a lie, but I was gonna let it be. I was gonna let it be. 35. So I will be back when the week is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about, and I'll be drinking brew. I'll be drinking some brew if Mitch ever gets it to me. But get well, Mitch. Please get well. Get well and stay frosty. Everyone and all.